and I won't let go till I get to my nest. See, this life I provide, it's gonna be the best. Go ahead, girl, tell me what you wanna do. I got one garage, but I can upgrade it too. I could do whatever I want,
Travel the world,
I could do whatever I want.
supply you with pearls,
Whatever you want, I could do.
trips overseas,
Whatever you want, I could do.
just follow my lead.
I could do whatever I want.
Travel the world,
I could do whatever I want.
supply you with pearls,
Whatever you want, I could do.
trips overseas,
Whatever you want, I could do.
just follow my lead.
Hello, I'm Shanae,
And I'm Simone.
and welcome to our third season of
The Situation. We're coming to you live at Starbucks on 19th and Jade, downtown Sacramento. We wanted to do a little something different like we did back in the last season at the cafe. So Shanae and myself decided we wanted to hit the street again. We had, pretty good feedback on that. What do you think?
I think we did well.
Well, tonight, actually, we're going to start off this show with talking a little bit about, do you think women who allow men to mistreat them or treat them badly, do you think they're part of the reason why these men treat them badly? Or do you think it's just the fact that they're just not finding good men?
Or do you think that they contribute to men being bad men or not being a good man, per se? We had a couple comments from Facebook, but I'm going to get Simone's opinion and then I will give mine.
Okay. So I'm sure
I know
you
got
guys,
one, girl. Go ahead.
I'm sure you already know my motto that I don't take any drama, no nonsense type of chick. So obviously, I'm gonna say that there's no such thing as there being a situation where you let someone treat you badly. You just don't accept that. Like, I would never accept any ill treatment towards me, especially not in a relationship type setting. If we're dating, then things should be, on the up and up. I want respect. I'm going to give you respect. And at the moment that is, that's the line is crossed to where I'm being disrespected, you're gone. So, yes, women you do contribute to the situation if you're allowing someone to treat you badly. And vice versa. A man, if he's being verbally, physically, emotionally abused by a woman, then yes, you are the problem. They're no longer the problem, because after you do it one time and it's being bypassed, then you're going to continue to do it. So it's a learned behavior.
Creating a pattern.
Exactly. You're creating a pattern that can be nipped in the bud. So no, I don't take any disrespect. I don't give any disrespect. And if I feel like I'm going to be put in a situation where I'm not going to respect or honor you, and the same goes for me, then we need to go ahead and sever ties.
Now, I guess I'm not to say I'm the opposite, but I've been in situations where I could admit I'd probably let some behaviors become learned behaviors. So, I can't really be too judgmental. However, what I can say is that I was younger, and you're supposed to learn from experiences and not go back and repeat the same mistakes. However, we see a lot of women doing that these days. Like, I've had several conversations with men, and I ask them, do they cheat on their ex, and they'll say yes, and they'll also say, well, she knew, and then that signals to me like she was allowing this. So when he approaches a new relationship, he thinks, well, if she did it, why not she? She's gonna do it as well.
Right.
So I see several people, and you probably have the same thing. You just see a girl that's going through some drama after drama, and you get to a point where you don't even want to hear about it no more. You're like,
I think if they become more accepting, because one, think about it. If you've been in a relationship with someone for, a year or two.
that's when you live with them.
Oh yeah, even more so when you live with them.
Shacking up.
But exactly, so you're already messing up to begin with.
A lot of women are the reason why it's hard to find a good man. Because a man, people will only do what you let them do to you. So if you get in a relationship, you get real comfortable and start letting disrespect occur and cheating occur time after time. Now, not to go against saying there's something wrong with second chances. However, when you keep on giving second chances, you create a pattern. You're giving second, third, fourth, fifth chances. I've done some of those things before. However, I'm older now and I've matured.
And you live and learn,
Right. You're not supposed to make the same mistakes over and over. If you do, you wake up 20 years later with the same miserable person, and then you wonder why. But a lot of women these days, I have encountered some women, I think you have too. There are some women who are just happy to have a man. They don't care how they treat them. they just want to have a man. And then when that man finally gets tired of them and wants to go on to the next, he does the same thing because half women let him do that. What do you think?
Well, I'm sure you guys have picked up on my character throughout the seasons, and I mean, I've been called cutthroat, you know, so whatever, I'll stick to that name. But, I mean, my perspective of it is that I'm not going to allow anyone to disrespect me in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Neither am I going to, you know, disrespect anyone else. You know, you treat people like you want to be treated. So, therefore, there will be no first, second, third, fourth time because I'm making myself clear up front about the things that I will and will not tolerate, and I expect you to do the same. We're adults. I mean, why can't we just be real with each other? Now, there are going to be instances and situations where something may happen and it hasn't been discussed, or is it just out of the ordinary situation, and you may let that pass, or you may speak on it but not make a big deal about it.
Right. And
Now,
we're not saying not to give someone a second chance.
Right.
What we're saying is when you don't create a bad pattern and then expect for this man to just change and be somebody that you want him to be, but you created a different person.
right, and don't just tolerate, you know, just blank disrespect. I mean, speak up for yourself. Have a voice. That way, he or she knows, you know, she or he is not to be messed with, or, you know, this is not something that's okay. And if I want to keep this person in my life, then I need to, you know, change the way that I'm doing things. Or if I don't, then I need to just let them go. And I think earlier on, if things like that did occur, or, you know, situations
Red
were
flags.
to arise, yeah, red flags, watch that show. It's still on YouTube. But if, you know, certain things happen, you know, it should take, you know, a red light or something should go on, ding ding, you know, this is not the person for me, let's move on, before too much time passes, you know?
But it's not even just too much time before you start having children and shacking up. We don't shack up.
But
Right?
you're not supposed to shack up anyway. Ladies, get a husband,
Back
men,
to one of
get
the
a wife.
previous episodes, he's not going to buy the cow if he gets all the milk free.
You know what? I was thinking, okay, so let me tell you guys a little bit about the things I like to do. I'll put a CD in the CD player, and it will play a month straight. I will learn the entire CD, and then I will move on. So the month of January is Life Jenny's Statistics.
Still,
Song number one. If you haven't heard Life Jenny, you need to YouTube it or something, or go buy the CD. Because that CD is on point, and the song number one, Statistics, is on point. Some of the main points he makes in the song is he has 4 rules. Rule number one, if he's in a relationship with her, when you get with him, then he's going to cheat on her, so he's going to cheat on you.
dud, light bulb.
Don't be a booty call, because he's not going to respect you. He also makes another good point about saying,
Wait, he respects her at 2 a.m. What you talking about?
nothing's open after 12 but legs, honey. Please remember that. He made another red flag that he mentioned in his song was by saying that, you know, don't be out there, don't be a 5 looking for a 10. So if you're a nickel and you're looking for a dime, then that's one problem already. If you're a nickel, get you a nickel, boo-boo. Compatibility, get you a nickel. And when you make it up to dime piece status, then maybe you want to see if your nickel can promote to dime piece also. If not, then you need to drop your nickel and get you a dime.
Hey, but
I'm
wait.
just saying. I'm just saying.
We ain't trying to build. Speaking of building people, you know, trying to go from a 10, from a 5 to a 10. I'm not trying to build. I always tell people, this ain't no Build-A-Man factory. You know how you go to the Build-A-Bear factory, you bring in your cute little bear, and you put your nice clothes on them, and you do this, and you do little cute stuff. I'm not trying to do all that.
If you're at, you know, not on the same level I am when we start dating, but you have, you know, there's promising you, you have some goals, you know,
And I see these
then we
goals.
can
I
move
actually
towards that.
see them in action. Or what was the fourth one?
Let's see. Oh, I don't remember. But get that song, get that CD, because it's a great CD, and he's giving you some good pointers. And I know a lot of people say, you know, Life Jenny's singing about the real, but in his own real, you know, in his real life, he's going through some things. Well,
Everybody does.
someone that goes through these things can definitely be a, you know, a role model to everyone else, because obviously he knows what not to do because he's done it.
And I've known some ladies who will have conversations with me, and they'll talk about their dude doing all these stupid things, but yet they're right back with him. And it gets to the point where I'm older, and even though I may have been one of those girls who have put up with those things before, I'm to the point where I'm older now, and I'm just not gonna sit there and be like, oh girl, he did it again. Girl, give him a chance, girl. He gonna change.
Just like good wine, it gets
I
better
know
with
he cheated
age.
on you 5 times, but the 6th time he won't do it.
Like I said, if you fall for things like that, then you deserve the treatment that you
Well, they say
receive.
the okie doke.
Oh yeah, I'm not falling for the okie doke.
If it quacks like a duck, it's probably the duck.
Definitely so. But if you have any more information or anything you'd like to share in reference to this, don't forget to put it on our Facebook, and we'll definitely talk about it. But let's go ahead and go to what some of our viewers said. Tykia stated, I believe a lot of men are spoiled and take women for granted. The women who allow men to treat them badly are not in that situation, however, to make the men think it's okay, but in reality, it's a turn-off. Everyone has a past, but it's up to that person to make the next relationship better, whatever their circumstance may be.
Right, learning from your past mistakes, not repeating the same thing. And she's a young girl, so glad she's learning that early. We also have another young lady that says, this is a twofold situation. I think there is a shortage, and yes, sometimes women make it easy for men to keep being dogs. A lot of black men are either locked up, on the down low, or dead. So the population of black men that's left, they feel that they can have their cake and eat it too, especially since the ratio is 8-1.
Like Jenny said, it's only 10%. You better get one of the 10%.
Never know, girl. We had already said we was going to the south and getting another southern man because there's something in the water out here. But we won't go ahead. Now, another young gentleman actually, he said, I like the topic. I can't relate to the second one, but men in general get a bad reputation because of what the last man did to a woman. Women are either bitter from it or keep their guard up, or they allow men to treat them badly and continue to attract the good-for-nothing ass dogs who treat them the way they choose to be treated. When the reality of the situation is, if you are a master of your own relationships and if you continue to put up with it, you will be used and abused. Now that's from a man. So,
Yeah, and I think that's neither, I mean, again, I don't think it's even color specific, race specific, anything like that. I think you can find a good man any race. I think you can find a bad man any race. Same thing with women. So it's just all in who you click with and who understands you best and who you can relate to. And like I said, get some of those ground rules out of there. People, a lot of times, the problem is communication. There's a communication breakdown somewhere within the situation, and people don't like to talk, or you think it's too new, you don't want to, run them away. Well, if you're being real and asking a real question is what's going to run him away, then bye-bye, boo-boo. He needs to leave.
I think part of it might be that people jump into relationships and they don't take a step back and analyze this person and their behaviors and see if this is something that they want. Because a lot of times, if you give it time, it's hard to give it time sometimes because sometimes you have a spark. But if you give it time, you will learn a lot of things about a person. And you'll learn what you don't like because those things you don't like turn into bigger issues. You agree?
Definitely so. Definitely so.
All right, so we hope to hear from you in our next, for our next episode. We now have, I have Cause and a Stir, and she has Hot Topics. So you can hit either one of us up. You can hit me at Cause and a Stir, which is the word cause, the letter N, and the word stir. Here, you grab my little stir on Facebook and YouTube, as well as you can contact Simone's Facebook at
Hot Topics, which is hot, and then topics is spelled TOPICKS at Facebook.com. Sorry, I just created it.
It's okay. So if you have any, if you have any topics, any suggestions, please let us know. Or if you even want to be a guest and you have something to bring to the table, we're definitely looking for male guests. We love the male guests. We love everyone, but, we like to get the male point of view as well. So hit us up. We look forward to seeing you guys next week. And we're signing out with The Situation.
All you gotta do, tell me what you need. Mommy, this for real, this is not a dream. Yeah, we can own everything. Just stay down, be there for me. Everything gon' cost for them, for you it's free. I show you the world, see what you wanna see. Treat you like a queen, that's how it's supposed to be. You was locked down, well I got the key. If you was still I bet I bring back your groove. Teach a man to live something, take her back to school. I'm who she run to, boyfriend number 2. I make her feel special, that's what your boyfriend never do. I'm your better half, best she ever had. She knows she can have whatever she wants, she never asks. I'm your future, forget the present and the past. Ain't no limit what we spend, ain't nothing we can't
I
have.
could do whatever I want.
Travel the world,
I could do whatever I want.
supply you with pearls.
Whatever you want, I could do.
Trips overseas,
Whatever you want, I could do.
just follow my lead.
I could do whatever I want.
Travel the world,
I could do whatever I want.
supply you with pearls.
Whatever you want, I could do.
Trips overseas,
Whatever you want, I could do.
just follow my lead.
Laid back type of cat, fedora that beat a hat. Mine with his pockets flat. How you gon' see the map? Why look at the globe? Let's travel the globe. European club, techno lights on strobe. I'm a regular around here, so I know where to go. Shout out to Germany at TS Doe. You see the bigger picture, I got a lot to offer. Next year's Louis bag, look what them euros bought ya. Ma, I think you ought to meet me at the altar. Rack so big, name my first son Gibraltar. Thoughts running through my mind on a flight back. I could do whatever I want, I'm confident about that. Whatever you want, I could do. My door's open for you. The future's so clear, I hope you peeping the view. 10 years down the line, time well spent. Dreams now reality, we way past the pitch. I could do whatever I want.
Travel the world,
I could do whatever I want.
supply you with pearls.
Whatever you want, I could do.
Trips overseas,
Whatever you want, I could do.
just follow my lead.
I could do whatever I want.
Travel the world,
I could do whatever I want.
supply you with pearls.